children are very simple to please. I mean, the idea that children need loads of toys, I just don't believe it, because for our children, we've never really gone out of our way to buy them loads and loads of toys, yet they're some of the happiest children that I know. And I'm not just saying that because they're my children, but I've heard other people saying that about our children as well. Now, I'm not putting myself on a pedestal to say, hey, look at my children, they're so great. Because if you were to see inside our home, you'd see how normal and, bad they are themselves as well as any other children. However, I have found that by them not having loads of toys, it's actually a lot easier to entertain them. It's a lot easier to entertain them because I'm not having to think of the next thing that they're interested in. And a lot of times with these things like toys, they go in waves. So for example, for when I was growing up, we had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was one thing that was really great. And then after that, I don't know what it would have been. Maybe Merlin Premier League stickers. And then I remember maybe a bit later, sorry, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Maybe a bit later, I know my brother had Action Man. There was Action Man. And then you had the WWF at the time, not before this WWE nonsense. There was WWF figurines that my younger brother used to wrestle with. So I was probably a bit too old to be playing with those. But the thing is that it's once one wave comes in, and then you get all the toys for that particular film or TV show or toy. Once that is no longer popular anymore, the child doesn't want it, and it just gets discarded. I know some people have kept these figurines and toys and kept them in the attic, and they come back into fashion. However, for the most part, these toys just get thrown away, and it's just a waste of money. Not only is it a waste of money, but it really, again, knits the child's heart to a character or a figure as a hero, as opposed to people in real life being their heroes. As far as I see things, I want to be the hero of my children's lives. That's what you should aspire to as a parent, that you should be the hero of a child's life. Now, I understand that, yes, a child needs their childhood and fun and games and things like that. I'm not against that at all. But what I am against is children having more of a concern for a action figure than real people. And I often see that a child then needs to carry the toy around wherever they go. And it almost becomes a crutch that the child cannot operate or function without this toy. Just let the fire engine go past. And they become absolutely socially inept. They cannot operate outside of this fantasy or this construct of this character. It's not normal. I mean, yes, I guess in ancient times they would have had different things that they would have looked up to, but again, going back to what I believe and what I stand for as a Christian and my values, those ideas would have been probably pagan, or these mythical creatures and gods that children probably would have played with and had something to look towards as heroic. But really, no, I want my children to be looking at their uncles, their aunties, their grandparents, their parents as their heroes. Not to mention, obviously, in my faith, characters in the Bible, people who actually lived and existed. Not to mention Jesus Christ himself. Now, these figures are people that don't always have values that align with your own values. And that's the thing, when you're getting into this idea of toys and things that you want your children to have and feeling pressured to give your children toys, it can become very dangerous. I'm going to wrap up today's video because I'm going on a bit, but I just want you to have a think about it. Leave some comments in the comment box. What's your approach when it comes to your children and toys? And what are your thoughts about just my philosophy, me and my wife's philosophy on toys for children?